Hello people out there, and welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Seek Your Purpose podcast. This is Mayank Sahra, your host for the show. But before we proceed ahead with today's exciting concept that I'm gonna share with you all, if you're listening to this podcast for the very first time, do hit that follow or subscribe button so that you never ever miss the notification the time we upload an episode. Or if you are a regular listener, I'll be very grateful to you if you rate us and leave a review if you love what I'm doing with this podcasting journey so far. Now, let's get started. Today, I'm gonna share with you all a very beautiful and amazing concept to self-assess your lifestyle and various aspects of your life. So we as humans, we are always looking for that short prescriptions or the quick hacks to grow in life. That's why we keep on looking for those top 5 or top 10 habits or practices of world-class leaders or change makers so that we could learn from them and resonate with them and make the transitions in our life. And I'm just like you, believe me. I've always been looking for these prescriptions, shortcuts, hacks. But believe me when I'm saying this, all those people who have made it big in life something noteworthy, they will definitely agree with what I'm going to say right now. That is, there are no shortcuts. There are no cheat codes, no hacks to make it big in life. But all you can do is you can strategize yourself in getting better towards the newest, the better version of yourselves. And this is what I'm going to share with you all today. A starter to assess and reassess your happenings so far this year. It's 23rd of June when I'm recording this episode. Soon it's going to be 1st of July 2021. That means half of the year will be gone by. So out of all those 365 days that we have decided initially at the start of 2021 to give it to ourselves, to work on the changes that we wanted to make in our life, half of it have gone by. 181 days are gone, and all we left is the remaining second half of the year. So now this is extremely important for us to have an idea on how much we have fared so far this year. And what all we should be doing in ensuring that the remaining of this year will be productive, wonderful, exciting, fulfilling, noteworthy, and life-changing for us. So I came across this amazing concept. I heard it for the first time in a podcast from my mentor Rab Raakha. He called it CRIPES, that is CRIPES. So when I listened to this last year, it helped me in doing planning for a holistic approach towards my days to come. I tried this last year, now came back to it every other week, and now we'll be doing it again as this is the time for us to reflect on all the decisions, all the changes, all the resolutions that we have taken 6 months back and how far we all have fared. So just keep your pen and paper handy and stop me whenever you feel like, or if you're doing any other work, just keep a mental note of the numbers that you will be assessing yourself. Stop me whenever you feel like. Okay, let's go then. The first one is C, that is career. A career or a business or a job. So how much do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 career-wise? So 1 being the lowest, that means you don't have a career or simply you have no idea what you're doing, why you are doing, and you're having the worst phase of the career. You know what, I have the worst job and hate doing it, so it's like that. And 10 being the best. It's the most exciting thing that you've always been wished for or dreamt for, and you're doing exactly the same thing now. It's your dream job, your dream life that you're looking. It's your dream career that is going on. Or maybe you're expecting a hike or a promotion soon, so rate it accordingly. So rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the best, in terms of where you are heading in your career. Done? Perfect. Let's move to the second one. The second one is R. That is relationship. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you want to rate yourself in terms of relationships? 1 being that you're bad at handling relationship, be it your family, friends, spouse, fiance, husband, wife, children, etc., neighbors maybe. Are you able to find time in your so-called busy schedule to even call them and ask them how they're doing? Or when was the last time when you spent time with your family? When was the last time you guided some younger brother or sister in their career path? When was the last time you seek life advice from your elders? How much time do you spend with your business team in building the best team ahead? And if you feel that, you know what, I am a very tough nut to crack as far as relations and bonds are being considered, rate yourself as per that. If you don't have any friends, no one to call, so rate yourself accordingly. And however, if you feel you're really good at making bonds, handling people, PRs, and relationship with them, go ahead, rate yourself up in the scale. Done? Let's move to the third one. The third one is I, which means intellect. It means how much you are growing in terms of learning, the time that you are allocating yourself to prepare a step ahead in life. This could be reading books, good books, maybe autobiographies of change makers, world-class leaders, self-help books, or the books that really excites you. Or it could be listening to some podcast that you're doing just right now, so that it adds some value to you, and you know what, it changes the way you think. Or it could be watching videos and consuming content on YouTube. Or it simply could be, spending time and learning in person with the people you have chosen as the mentors in your life. Or it could be the next important course to add to your skill or your professional life. Anything. Or if you feel that, I've gained all the knowledge in the world, I don't need anything else, then go ahead, rate yourself 10. Okay? So go ahead, rate yourself on the scale of 1 to 10 in terms of intellect. The fourth one is physical. So your physical body, your posture, your sleep, how do you sit, you walk, etc. The desired body that you imagined once, how far you have reached in making this imagination a reality. Do you feel that, I have the best body and I'm being the influencer in terms of physical fitness in my social circle and can't be better than this? Rate yourself 10 on that. Or you're just like me. If you feel that, I might not be in the best of my shape currently, but yes, I am making efforts with every passing day just to be in a better shape. I'm working out, sweating it out intentionally in gymnasiums, trying to adopt a healthy lifestyle. Then rate yourself accordingly. Or if you feel like, I consume a lot of total junk food, no physical workout, feeling sleepy all the day, lethargic. So rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 and let's move ahead. The next one is emotional. How do you rate yourself emotionally? How do you feel throughout the day? Are you a happy-go-lucky guy, always smiling, making people laugh, being at the most sarcastic one of yourself, and people are always feeling happy and joyous when they are being around you? Or you are the tension creator, you are the most anxious person, worried, tensed all the time. You don't live in the present and you're always worried about what's going to happen in future. Are you the problem solver or the problem seeker? Go for it. Rate yourself. 1 being you're unable to figure out what emotional state you are in and can't do anything about it. And 10 being that you're fully aware what's my current emotional state is. I know its origin and I have an idea how to change the feeling. Go for it. Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. The last one is S, that is spiritual. While I'm saying this, I'm not at all implying to any caste or religion. All I'm saying is how much are you going to rate yourself in terms of being a spiritual being. 10 being that you spend a lot of time on yourself, gaining that mental healing instead of seeking out what's happening outside. You're rather interested in what's happening inside your mind, your body, your soul. The time you allocate for yourself while sitting in solitude, concentrating on your breaths, or maybe a hymn or an audiobook or simply a yoga. Are you able to visualize the better or the best version of yourself that you have in your subconscious mind? Or I just can't sit and meditate. It's not for me. It's not a thing that I believe in. I don't believe in all this kind of stuff. I simply just can't sit, relax, being idle and close my eyes while seeking inside. No, I can't do it. So go ahead. Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being you're very good at meditation and all this kind of spiritual stuff. 1 being it's not my cup of tea. Now, I don't like it. I don't have it. I can't even do it. So now all you have in front of you is a self-assessed rating from 1 to 10 in terms of 6 different parameters. Career, relation, intellect, physical, emotional, and spiritual. That we call it CRIPES. Now, you have to do the next steps very objectively. Remember, it's not a test. It's a reminder of where you are and what next can be done to take a step ahead in life and making this year as the most important, fruitful year of our life. So now sum up all the numbers that you have rated yourself and divide it by 6 so that you get the average of all the 6 parameters. Let's say you came up with 6.23. Okay. So now move the decimal to a point right, which means it's 62.3. You scored 62.3. So don't be disheartened. Be very objective while doing this, because we'll now be working out on the ways how can we improve it a step further. You know what? Don't be emotional with this grade. Take it very, very, very objectively. This is something that we are trying. This is something that will improve, and we are going to share the secret now. So if you could just recall your school grading system, it's somewhere like, if I get between 100 or 90, it's somewhere around A grade. 80 to 89 is B, 70 to 79 is C, 60 to 69 is D, and below 60 is F. Now, if I look back at my score of 62.3, it's in D. So now I don't have to be disheartened or start feeling hopeless of any improvement. No. Not like that. So we have to look at keenly, very objectively, and figure out the ways to improve this. It's one step at a time. You don't have to target yourself for A just now. If you are in D, just like me, target for C. If you are in C, target for B. And if you are in B, target for A. And if you are in A, perfect, you're God. So remember, the focus should be on the process and not on the outcome. Now I'm going to focus on how I am going to step to the next level for our next 30 days while stepping up by just one grade ahead. And that's really simple, really, really simple. Follow me now. I'm going to take you and teach you each and every parameter and figure out the steps that we can take, improving it further to a grade above where we are currently. Okay, here we go. Career. So if you scored roughly about 5, just like me, so what you can do to take a step ahead and make it to a 6 at least. Look at where you are currently. If you're in a college doing your undergrad or bachelor's or maybe master's and realize that you have done nothing else to add on to your value, try going for various different courses of your interest or choices. Go on Coursera or anywhere else where you feel like you'll get plenty of good options to add to your curriculum. There are tons of courses available for you to seek knowledge, and most of them are free. If you're a professional, if you're into a job, see where you are. Are you really happy doing what you're doing? If not, then what can I do to move to the next level? Maybe I should just go out and search for better opportunities in the related field. So okay, just spend time creating a resume of your skills, your expertise, your achievements, and log on to various job portals to seek opportunities. Or maybe I need a certification in something that can really help me in growing forward. So just go for it. Or maybe I should take a break from my professional life and take up a course that might serve a new direction or purpose to my life. Hashtag never settle. Relation. So I personally got a 5 in this. So what can I do to take a notch further? Start taking time out with your family. Take them out on a dinner, have those good family conversations, or maybe go on a movie date with your spouse, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, or simply go out on a week-long vacations. Maybe this is the time you require to bond well with them. And if you feel the need to simply go out and FaceTime your friends, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, maybe your ex, or whom you are not in touch but feel like talking to, go on. What are you waiting for? Or maybe in a professional front, try sitting and having, a lunch together with all your teammates. Bond well with them. Invite them over a cup of coffee or something in the 15 or 20 minutes break. Spare time for your amigos, your best friends, your childhood friends, whom you feel like comfortable with. Just open that WhatsApp or FaceTime, simply group call them. Made it a mandate to have those weekly or bi-weekly calls if you can't meet them in person because of your schedule or because of their schedule. Have those long hours of chat and feel the excitement, happiness, and creativity in you. If you feel so, then definitely you're moving an inch forward ahead. The next one is intellect. It's my personal favorite. With tons of amount of content being available on internet, that too with no charge, it's free of cost, the consumption of content can't get easier. Start finding time to have that particular me learning time, apart from all the personal professional stuff that we do in a day. Like, start reading at least 10 pages of a book every day. Start with 10 pages this week, proceed with 15 or 20 over next. Or if you read once a day, make it twice. One in the morning hours, another before you're about to fall asleep. Find the time in between. If you're driving to work, instead of listening to music, just try listening to podcast and consume some good content that actually adds value to you. Or if you're commuting via metros or subways or any sort of public transport, utilize this time in growing yourself. Make the spare and idle time to full utilization, and you'll be able to have that 25th hour in those 24-hour day cycle. Believe me. Or start consuming YouTube videos of a mentor or a guru or a leader you feel like the most inspiring one. Make notes out of it and start reflecting on them. Share it with others so that others also grow all together with you. Remember, learning is a lifelong process. Hustle and learn. The next one is physical. Treat your body with the utmost importance, because that's the only thing that's gonna be with you throughout your lifetime. Everything will gonna fade over the period of time, but only your body, your physical self will be there with you till the end. Now, how can I improve my grade to a next level? Let's suppose if I got 5 in this, so how can I improve it to level 6? Just analyze, what do you want to stop doing, or what do you want to start doing, or what do you want to, swap with something. Maybe you wanted to turn a vegetarian or a vegan since long, but you are unable to give it a thought. Here it is. Give it a thought and go for it. You have been binge eating every other day and can't have control on all those sugar urges. Try finding alternatives to that. If you're overweight and want to shed those extra kilos so that you feel happy, inspired, motivated, then work it out. Wake up early in the morning with your jogging shoes and stuff around your bed, freshen up, go out on a run in the neighborhood. Maybe you should stop eating junk food and start eating salads at least once a day. Or it could be as simple as walking 10,000 steps a day and drinking at least 11 glasses of water. Simple, right? So think what else can be done over the next period of 30 days to improve your physical score. The next one is emotional. How do I feel right now? Or how do I feel what I feel? Let's suppose I got a 6 in this and want to make it to 7 over the course of next 30 days. What should I do? Maybe I should choose my circle more wisely and be mindful of it. Because as they say, you are the average of top 5 people whom you spend most time with. So look at the people around you or whom you spend talking for hours, devote most of your time with. Can I change them? If not completely, so can I plan a transition in hanging out with people of likewise mindedness? Think over it. Maybe I need to practice gratitude as the first thing I wake up in the morning and the one last thing before I go to bed. Grateful for the day that you have got to step ahead in the purpose of your life. Grateful for all the things, materialistic, non-materialistic things that I have with me, especially my parents, my family, my friends, my colleagues, my neighbors, my relatives. Am I really grateful for God for giving me all these kind of things? Or maybe I should journal it down every time I hit with a negative emotion. Just write it down immediately and ponder over it. Why does it happen? What are the series of incidents that led to this? And immediately write down 5 good things that have happened to you in a day. Try this. You'll really feel mindful of your emotional state. And yes, the last one, spiritual. What can you do to step ahead in your spiritual terms? It could be anything. Yoga, meditation, breathwork, or any related stuff. Start making it a preference once you wake up in the morning to practice it for at least 10 minutes. And slowly and gradually move forward for 20, 30, 40 and maybe an hour. It's the most important time for you to sit back with yourself, have a control of your mind, practice all those affirmations and imaginations that you see in yourself, and how do you see yourself over the next phase of your life. Try it. Seek help from your elders, especially your grandparents if you have with them, touch wood. They'll tell you precisely how it feels to be in the state of meditation and yoga or simply mindfulness, and how does it really affect your decision-making skills throughout the lifetime and a lot more. Try this. Try sitting in solitude for just 10 minutes with no one around you, no phones, no TV, no laptops, nothing. Close your eyes, focus on your breaths and listen to that little inner voice and focus on the power of visualization that you have in you. You will feel powerful. You will feel lighter. So now if you look at the paper in front of you, or if you have listened to my conversation over the last 10-15 minutes, you know exactly how much do you rate it yourself, right? You know where do you stand career-wise, relation-wise, intellect-wise, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And now you have the game plan of the changes that you wanted to make and inculcate and practice it over the next 30 days to get a step closer to your better self. Paste this paper at your working desk or at your study area or wherever you feel, you see this area the most. Paste it over there. Have a look at it every single day. And it will make you realize of the decisions and changes that you've undertaken just now to a brand new version of yourself. A newer self, which is definitely going to stick to all those resolutions, changes, habits that you made it to yourself at the beginning of this year, but somehow you lost the track over the course of last 6 months. But don't worry, it's better late than never. Come back to this sheet of change every week, sit with yourself, and I would simply say, date yourself every week, every Sunday for at least 15 to 30 minutes. By looking at this piece of paper, tracking your progress in being the person that you wanted to. And just remember one thing. The life that you have in your mind for yourself, your family, or your upcoming family, no one is going to create it for you. No one. You have to create it for yourself. DIY. Do it yourself. So, that's what I've got for you today's episode. If you love this method that I've shared with you just now, let me know and share with your loved ones who need it the most. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, take a screenshot of the episode and tag me at MAYANKSEHRA, that is Mayank Sehra. Do rate and reviews on Apple Podcasts and help us growing and reaching out to more of such purpose seekers that we have around us. And do let me know how this concept of CRIPES affected you. In a positive term, of course. Now hold yourself out together, step out of that comfort zone of yours, break it apart and seek the purpose that you are destined to. I'll catch you in the next episode with another purpose seeker. Cheers.